Today I'd like to talk about another way you or a family member may get custody back of your child. I know some people may not like this idea, but when you're a mother or a family member desperate to get a child back, you'll try just about anything. So we're going to discuss how to become a foster parent. A lot of people believe that just because they've been accused of child abuse or indicated in a child abuse case that they are not able to become a foster parent, and that is incorrect. Depending on the circumstances and what the allegations are and how severe, interestingly enough, you can still become a foster parent. In order to be a foster parent, if you've been indicated in a child abuse case, you're going to need to clear your name from the New York State Central Registry, which which was my previous video that I made. So if you want to know how to do that, you can just check that out. So unless you have felony convictions and some misdemeanor offenses such as willful harm to a child or sexual abuse, that automatically disqualifies you from becoming a caregiver for a foster child. Any felony convictions for child abuse or sexual abuse would also automatically disqualify you from being a child or from being a foster parent. So after you've cleared your name from the New York State Registry, the first thing that you're going to want to do is go to Google and type in foster care agencies. And then you're going to find the county that you reside in. And then you're going to look down here in the list. Now, if you've had previous issues with the Department of Social Services, I would definitely not recommend going through them to try to become a foster parent. But there are many other agencies that you can go through to become a foster parent. So you'd find the agency that you'd want to go through and click on their website. And then you can find a way to contact them. And explain in your message that you are interested in becoming a foster parent. And then what's going to happen is they're going to send you an email and an application to fill out. And this is what every single foster care application looks like in New York State. It's fairly easy to fill out. Then after you fill this out, you're going to email it back to the person that you're working with to become a foster parent. And you'll start the process. Now you're going to have a background check. a state central registry check. And that's why it's important to clear your name from the New York State Registry. And they want to do what they call a home study, which is really not a big deal. They just come to your house, they look around, make sure that everything's safe and there's no, dangers to any children that they may place with you. There's a couple books that you have to read. I believe there's 6 of them. If you can either do it as a group and meet, in a classroom, or you can do it independently on your own. And it's not really that difficult, to be honest with you. And what's interesting to me is that parents that have, or family members that have had children removed, are able to become foster parents, but they're not able to have their own grandchild or child back. So it's quite interesting to me. So even if you've been denied by the Department of Children and Family Services, CPS, DCFS, you can still on your own apply to be a foster parent. It can take 3 to 6 months, but I'll tell you what, it's a lot quicker to be a foster parent than it is to continuously go through court cases that are postponed to another date and postponed to another date. And I'm sure if you show up in court and you've been certified by the state that you live in to be a foster parent, the judge is definitely going to consider that. So that just about wraps it up for another way to try to get your child or family member back from CPS or DCFS.